At first glance, Optimus Prime in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts may not seem too different from his previous live-action Michael Bay movie iterations. But a close look at the details in his design and movie storyline suggests he has changed significantly. Set nearly 7 years after Earth became a shelter for Autobot refugees in Bumblebee, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts introduces Unicron, who is dead set on finding the Transwarp Key. To achieve his mission, Unicron first visits the Maximals, who manage to outsmart him by sending the key to 1990 for Earth. However, determined to get his hands on the key to fulfill his goal, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Unicron asks his minions to visit Earth and retrieve the key. Little does he realize that a fleet of Autobots is on the planet, wanting to achieve the same Transwarp Key to return to Cybertron. As a battle unfolds with Unicron's henchmen of Terracons and Predacons on one side and the Autobots and Maximals on the other, Optimus Prime shows that he is not even close to how he was previously portrayed in Michael Bay's live-action Transformers movies. Optimus Prime got his G1 design after Michael Bay. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts features a new look for Optimus Prime that is inspired by his original G1 design from the cartoons. This change significantly alters his appearance, especially compared to his Michael Bay live-action counterpart. It also evokes a sense of nostalgia for viewers who grew up watching the original Transformers cartoon in the 80s and 90s. Optimus Prime's new G1-inspired design in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts also arguably makes him look better than his previous overly stylized iterations, because it exhibits a perfect balance between functionality and aesthetic. Optimus Prime doesn't like humans. The moment Optimus Prime meets Noah in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, he makes it evident that he hates humans despite spending 7 years on Earth. Even when Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Bumblebee tries correcting him by hinting at his experience with Charlie Watson, Optimus Prime does not change his mind. His hate for humanity becomes even more apparent when Mirage suggests they should send Noah to collect the Transwarp Key from a museum. But he does not even consider the idea, while the exact reasons for his hate towards humans are unknown. He likely ran into some bad people during his initial days on Earth. Bumblebee's encounter with Agent Burns in 2018's Bumblebee could have also added to his cynicism towards humans. Fortunately, Noah does not disappoint him and helps him understand that not all humans are inherently evil. Towards the ending moments of Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Noah even puts his life on the line, which helps Optimus Prime realize that Earth is a planet worth fighting for. Optimus Prime is more vengeful in Rise of the Beasts. In Michael Bay's Transformers movies, Optimus Prime only fights Decepticons because he believes it is his responsibility to safeguard the innocent and maintain peace in the universe. None of his actions in the movies are driven by pure vengeance or spite, and he is always willing to settle for alternate non-violent resolutions. In contrast, Optimus Prime in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts is almost always the first to raise his weapon at an enemy. Peace is seemingly not an option for him, especially after Scourge kills Bumblebee and forces him to walk the fiery path of mindless revenge. Optimus Prime is not as confident of a leader for the Autobots. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts does not portray Optimus Prime as the confident leader he is in the Michael Bay movies. Instead, it highlights how he is still in his early years of leading the Autobots and trying to understand how he should uphold justice and fairness in every part of the universe while still guiding his team. He also seems traumatized by the war for Cybertron, which has kept him and the Autobots trapped on Earth. As a result, he often finds himself torn between doing what is morally right as a leader and what benefits only him and his Autobot team in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Optimus Prime has a new goal after Michael Bay. While Optimus Prime in Bay's Transformers movies sets out to protect humanity and the universe from the deceptions, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Prime is only driven by his motive of finding a way to return to Cybertron with the stranded Autobots. Therefore, when he first spots the energy pulse from the Transwarp Key in the sky, He sees hope because the key grants its user the ability to bend space and time, with the goal of acquiring the key and opening a space-time portal back to his home planet. Optimus Prime does everything in his power to win the battle against Unicron and his minions. Optimus Prime's arc parallels that of a human. Optimus Prime and Noah do not see eye to eye in Transformers Rise of the Beast's initial moments, however. Elena later points out that as much as they hate each other, they have more in common than they realize. Both are involved in the mission to find the Transwarp Key, because it allows them to help their respective families. While Noah gets to pay for his younger brother's medical bills by supporting the Autobots, Optimus Prime finds peace, knowing that the Transwarp Key can take him and his Autobot family back to Cybertron. Both are responsible elder brothers looking out for their younger siblings. Although Optimus Prime's story arcs in Michael Bay's Transformers movies are exciting, they never emulate that of a human character. Transformers Rise of the Beast's depiction of how Optimus Prime's story parallels a human character's arc adds more depth to his characterization, since it establishes that underneath his metallic exterior, he is no less human than Noah and Elena. Optimus Prime is highly combative and vicious. In the Michael Bay movies, Optimus Prime kills many Decepticons, but only after they show no signs of redeeming themselves, while still a formidable warrior. He is far more merciful and reluctant to take lives in the live-action movie series, even when he kills in the Michael Bay franchise. He seemingly avoids getting his emotions in the way and focuses more on the greater good. In Transformers Rise of the Beasts, however, he does not hold back from brutally annihilating his enemies. As seen in Transformers Rise of the Beasts' climactic battle, Optimus Prime shows no mercy towards Scourge as he pushes his face against hot lava, dismembers his arms, and rips his head out. He does all this while yelling, "Time to show you the real power of the Prime," establishing how he is fuming with rage. Given how Optimus Prime is still honing his skills as a leader, it makes sense for him to be less righteous and more vicious than his more experienced counterpart from the Michael Bay movies. Optimus Prime prioritizes the safety of Autobots. Prime's sole priority in Transformers Rise of the Beasts is to keep the Autobots safe and help them escape Earth. Unlike Optimus Prime from the Michael Bay movies, who even put his life on the line to combat evil forces and protect humans, Rise of the Beasts version initially cares little about humanity's fate and only focuses on getting the Transwarp Key to protect the Autobots. Fortunately, towards the movie's end, he changes priorities and saves Earth from Unicron. Optimus Prime's shift in priorities also favors Transformers 8 and 9, since the sequels will likely feature a human-alien collaborative crossover between Transformers and the G.I. Joe. Optimus Prime repeats his famous cartoon credo to uplift his fellow Autobots in Transformers Rise of the Beasts' climatic battle. Prime roars, "Till all are one," which is a direct reference to his original Transformers credo from the Gen 1 cartoons. The phrase is an important part of Transformers lore, because it symbolizes how the Autobots stand in unison against the universe's forces of evil. Unfortunately, Michael Bay's Transformers movie do not make any references to it. Optimus Prime's face is modeled after his voice actor, after voicing Optimus Prime in the 1986's The Transformers, the movie, and all of Michael Bay's live-action adaptations. Peter Cullen reprises his role as Optimus Prime's voice in Transformers Rise of the Beasts. However, Transformers 7 pays him a special tribute for his work in the franchise by making a small tweak in Optimus Prime's design to honor his long history with the franchise. The team behind the movie reportedly modeled Prime's face after Peter Cullen. Hopefully, Peter Cullen will return as Optimus Prime's voice in Transformers Rise of the Beast sequels as well.